Hey guys, Fluka Gyro here, and today I'm going to make a really quick tutorial on how to make a bit of money on the market in EVE Online. Now, I see a lot of players, new players especially, are quite afraid of jumping into the market because it is a job in itself to keep on top of this stuff, but it's a great way to make money. I've seen there's been people who've tried it with, they're just starting a brand new character and they make their first billion in a month, just by buying, selling, trading, swapping around, flipping margins. It really is complicated, but with a little bit of insight you can make a decent profit on it. So what I have to do is, at the very start here, I'm just going to give you guys two quick hints. First of all is the market quick bar. This here is how I organize all my, what should I say, they're items that I would be interested in buying and selling. Now this is only for this character. I've got two other characters that do different items, different areas. So you could be in Jita in Caldari Space, Dixie, or Valor in Galendi Space. You could be in Amar Space. You could be, I don't even know what kind of big places would be in Mimitar Rens maybe, or I don't know what the other one's called. But yeah, basically I have items such as drones. Implants are great if you have a lot of money to turn around on them, and weapon skills, especially the specializations. Now I'm messing around with the large on this character. For a newer character, or you don't have a lot of money, you might want to start with the smalls or the mediums. Another way to do it is maybe even just going towards ships. So I have cruisers open here at the moment, so let's just have a quick look at the Thorax, for example. If you wanted to add this to your quick bar, all you need to do is right click, add to quick bar, and there it is. It shows up there in the bottom. Then you just make a new folder, ships. Okay, it's there, and then all you need to do is drag it in. Yeah, drag it in, and there it is. Perfect. So all you need to do there, if you wanted to do 3 or 4 ships, for example, you could just list them there, rather than you have to look all the way through and scrolling and opening and closing these damn drop downs. That's a quick way of doing it. Second tip I'll give you guys is, if you go over to your settings over here, there's an option here to mark my orders. Now this will come apparent now in a second when I show you go through my orders, but basically what this does is it allows your orders to pop out in a different color, and that means you're easier to read them, easier to see where they are.
User entered your channel.
So moving swiftly onwards, you go into my orders tab. Now this is already filled out for obvious reasons. If you wanted to turn around and start afresh, you go on to whatever you want. So I'll actually do the Thorax here for you guys, just to show you how it works. Basically you want to place a buy order here, and the buy orders are all listed here. So if a freighter was coming to Jita with like 30 Thoraxes to sell, they'll throw them up the market. And if they want to just quick cash, all these orders here will be executed. So that won't be executed, that won't be executed, and 14 of the 50 will be executed as well. So I want to put a buy order in here at, I want to say 10 million, 20,000, and 3.06. So I'm just going a dime more than this guy here. So you want to be higher than, you want to be the highest on that list when it comes to buy orders. Anyway, so quantity, I'm just going to get one for this example. Duration, you want to keep it about a week. If it doesn't sell, or if the order isn't filled within a week, then it gives me anyway a gauge of how much volume is being transmitted through the market of this particular item. So if it's not getting rid of in a week, you're a stagnant, stale item at this particular point in space. So you can either move it over to a different area, or you hold on to it and make it a bit of a long-term investment, or you just use the item. It's up to you. And the range is going to be station always, because in the big trade hubs you don't want to be traveling for jumps either side, or you could end up buying something in low sec and have to haul it back. So always in station for trade hubs. In my particular case, I'm using a corp account, and just hit remember settings, and this way every time you go make an order, the week, the station, and the corp or whatever wallet you use is going to be remembered, and it just makes it a bit easier. So I hit a buy order there, and as you see, my order is marked and it's there up on top in blue. So what I'll do now is, the other thing to do is checking the price history on it. Now these can be a little bit difficult to read, so I'll kind of walk you through it very quickly. Obviously you have the date up on top here, and the date it corresponds going down in lines like this. So these little light green you see here, this is your actually the volume of the volume being moved in the market at this particular point in time. So as you see, there's a 2 and 4 100. So basically what it's saying is, on this day, let's say, change it down to 10 days here. Okay, it's actually changed range here. So let's say on this day, on this particular day, 200, maybe an extra 100 on top of that, so 300 units were sold in this station. Okay, because you have your range to station. You can change it to region if you want. I don't know whether it'll auto update. It won't. Okay, fair enough. But it's in the actually no, it's Forge region, of course, sorry, my apologies. It's 300, it is 300 units in this station, okay? And this, along your left side here, is your price. So basically this would be, my understanding of this anyway, is this would be the low end of the prices, so 11 million, and this would be the high end, 14 million. And during the day it fluctuated inside of these yellow bars. This is just inside of this whole red area is your average, is my understanding. I'm completely open to correction here. And these candlestick charts kind of gives you the range of where during the day the price fluctuated, and then you have your moving 5-day and your 20-day average. I don't usually pay attention to these that much, but you can kind of tell after 6 months, let's say, your 20-day average is on a upward trend. So it's only really matters if you're doing kind of really volatile stuff. So moving onward there, for your buy orders, obviously I have a thorax there. When it is picked up, I can then flip it around and put it on out to sale for the additional 1 million margin. So if I go to my items here, I'll see if I have anything for sale. So perfect, 8 large blasters, specialization skill books. Basically these here were put up as a buy order, and now I have them so I can put them up for sale. So I'll just drag them into my items hanger, right click, I'm going to sell, and then I click this button here, and this shows me the detail of the market. So before I was looking around at the thorax, now it's jumped straight onto large blaster specialization. And so I bought it down here, and I actually still have a buy order there. So it's actually, I bought it for 6.5 million, let's say 6.6 mil. I'm going to sell it for 7.8 mil basically. So 799. And a little tip I had here, save you messing around with decibels and all that there, or little fidgety numbers. If you have your mouse over the number here and you just use your mouse wheel to scroll down, it actually moves it up and down for you. So I had it there at 999.00. I just scroll down once and it's now 8.99. Perfect. Quantity 8, duration is going to be a week again. Corp account, as I said, you remember settings, remembers all this, and then hit sale, and there it is up on top. So the first person, I have the cheapest price for large blaster specialization, so the person who's going to see it is going to be able to just go straight at it and buy mine first rather than someone else's, and this is everyone else trying to sell them. And you see stupidly large numbers, 109 blaster like 109 blaster specialization. That's a serious amount of money. So you want to kind of sell yours first ahead of him, or that's going to crash the market. It's it really is a stupid amount of skill books to sell. But after that, all you need to do is keep on top of it. So for example, this is the second order in the buy orders. So this guy's going to, if someone comes into the market to sell 2 skill books, it's going to be filled there instead of, it's not going to go straight to me. So I'm going to modify this, and just as I said before, using my mouse wheel, I'm going to scroll up twice just so I'm 1 ISK above him, and then there you go, it's done. So starting out, I would suggest you go for quality rather than quantity. So having said that, like what I did with the thorax there, I was only bought 1 of them. But if you're a new player and you have like 10 million or 11 million to your name, buy 1 thorax and flip it, and you're basically making 1 million ISK per turn. What I'm doing is I'm using large skill books, I'm using drone skill books. This gives me an opportunity to buy large amounts. So I could be making, I could buy 15-20 skill books, but I'm making 500,000 at each. The margin is 500,000 for each skill book. So at the start, I'd start with quality rather than quantity. But then if you have enough money to blow, go for the quantity, because it means you can carve out a larger section of the market for yourself. And as you see, I've been messing around with this for the last week or so, just on this character anyway, and there's some serious sales happening, and they're not happening in big chunks, but they're small and steady. So I hope that helps you guys. Let me know if you want any other tutorials in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate any feedback, and thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.